And we're live. Hello, welcome. I think. Let me see if I am actually live. Boo, boo, boo. Even wolves. Okay, it did go live. Cool. Is it working? Yay. New live channel. It's still saying cartographers on YouTube. All right, how do I change that? Edit. There we go. It's not cartographers. I'm playing Kingdom Legacy. If I spell it right. Spell playthru right. Cool. What about Facebook? Is it working on Facebook too? I don't know how to work this. Groups, home. All right, I'm trying to do all three at once. Let's see. Facebook, reconnecting, streaming counted an output error while streaming. Okay. Check your internet. It's not my internet. Start the stream when going live. All right. Well, we're live 2 out of 3. That's pretty good. How do I make it so Facebook works too? I think you go here. We got to like create. Let me see. How do I go live on Facebook with Meld? I know there's a way because I did it before. And then I've got to work out if I can get all the... retrieve your Facebook stream. Facebook Live Producer. All right, how do I get to the Facebook Live Producer? More. List view, life. All right, if I click here. If you're watching, welcome. Thank you. Sorry, I should be... Okay, so there's a go live section on Facebook. Where the F is that? Live video. There we go. Go live. Okay. Stream setup. Streaming software. All right, we copy that. We go back to Meld. And we put that in there. I've got to cancel it, I think. Let me edit it. There we go. It's totally going to be worth it if I can get it to work. Paste. All right. Now let's see if I go live with Facebook. Wait, I think I am. Bitrate, it's doing all some sorts of stuff. Tap to watch. What? What am I doing? All right, now if I can get chat to work, that would be great. Okay, chat's working there. Hi, chat. Chat's working there. All right, cool. What about YouTube? What about Facebook? Kingdom Legacy playthrough. Share a story, event log, streaming software, advanced settings, persistent stream key. Oh, I should have ticked that. That's alright. I think I know how to fix it now. How do you chat in Facebook? Maybe it won't let me because it's me. What about YouTube? Oh yeah, it came up there. Hi chat. Okay. Oh, it did. Okay. I'm not seeing it on that though. That's a thing I've got to try and work out. But that's okay. I've got a teleprompter here and I was hoping that the chat would come through there, but it is not. Have I got the music going? Yep. All right. I think we're in business. I can probably turn that down. I don't really need to hear myself there. Okay, this is exciting because I'm playing a new game. Well, it's not really new. I have played it once before just to try it out. I say once, I did a full playthrough, which was probably about 6 or 7 hours worth. And I dig it. This game is really good. So I wanted to play it again. I really wanted to stream it. Why is this not working? All right. I have got my Stream Deck going. Charging this device. Yep, cool. So professional. Just everything's ready to go. Now, the way this game works is this is a legacy game, which means when you buy it, you can only play it once. But I'm not into that. So what I've done is I've sleeved the game because you have to actually put stickers on the cards. So you make changes, you write things on the cards, you do stickers. So the idea is that you can only play it once. But if you live in a country like America, you can just go down to a store and buy this game for 15 bucks. So I guess like 6 hours of entertainment for 15 bucks is pretty good. And then the idea is you're supposed to just, after you've finished, you can either store it, chuck it away, and then you're supposed to buy the game again to play it again. But I had to import this, so I'm not going to do that. I'm going to play this many, many times with my one thing. All right, let's have a look. We go up there. That's our main board. Yep, cool, cool, cool. So what you're doing is you, all these cards are four-sided. This is so cool. So the way it works is, so the cards in your deck, you can't change. So you've got to be very careful when you shuffle them that you don't change the orientation, because the way that they are facing is the way that it tells you what the card is doing. So I've got cards number, every card has a number. 1 to 10 is what I start with. This is cards number 1 to 10. That's my starting kingdom. These are pretty much resource cards, and every card is upgradable. So, for example, this card here, Wild Grass. Now, it's going to give me 1 gold. Now, if I spend 2 gold, I would upgrade it. And the way I upgrade it is I spin it around. So now it is no longer Wild Grass, it's now Plains. And so now the Plains is a bit better because it still only gives me 1 gold, but it gives me another ability on it. Oh, hello, welcome. Which lets me discard another card to gain 2 gold. Now, if I spend 3 gold, I can upgrade it again, and we're going to turn the Plains into a farmland, which now you can see it's giving me 2 gold. So it's definitely an upgrade. And then if we spend some wood, 3 wood, we get to upgrade it a 4th time, and now it's a food barn. So it still gives 2 gold like it does before, but it stays in play. So once it comes out for the turn, I can leave it in. So that is really cool. Just followed. Oh, hello. Thank you. Welcome. Hey there. Loved your stream. When do you usually go live? Add me on Discord. Okay, cool. I like the turn and flip. Oh, it's so good. I've played through this game once before, and it hits my brain in just the right way. It is so satisfying. I can't explain it. I don't know why, but it's great. So, what score did I get last time? This is what I'm trying to beat. I thought it was... What do we got? Plays, Kingdom, Legacy... So, 188. That's the score I'm trying to beat. I don't know if that's a good score or not. I don't think... Like, for a first go, I think it is. I've watched a couple of playthroughs on YouTube. I watched one dude, and he got, like, 140 or something. So, I definitely did better than him. But yeah, you go online and you can see people post their scores, but I think they cheat because they can put anything they want. But I mean, technically you could just... I've got to turn Nightbot off because I'm not playing cartographers. Just ignore Nightbot. But anyway, yeah, let's get into it. Oh, there's another doggo. I'll see how long I can play for tonight. I'll give it a couple of hours. So what I do is that's what I was saying, is that this is a legacy game. You're supposed to wreck the deck when you play it, but I'm not about that life. So what I have been doing is I've sleeved all the cards and I just use texters. I use these Sharpies, which are like permanent texters. So the good thing is when you write on them, I won't do it, it doesn't rub off at all because obviously the cards are going to have a lot of shuffling. Now, I think I might have cheated last time because I wasn't keeping track of what stickers, because you get these stickers. So what I'm going to do this time is I'm going to, like I've photocopied this, obviously. I'm going to cross off the stickers because I may have used more stickers than you're supposed to get. I don't know. So, because technically once the stickers run out, you can't use it again. So I'm guessing this and this is from the base expansion because that's what that symbol is. I've got some expansions too. I haven't used them yet because you've got to beat the game and then that's when you get into the expansion. Now, things that I have learned from playing this game, wood is very important. I kind of like blocked myself last time and I didn't have enough wood and I couldn't make anything cool. So yeah, I'm going to try and focus on wood this time. And that's about it. I guess, like, spoilers, if you're going to be playing this game, like, ugh. And I have to be very careful not to do that. Because if you actually drop the cards like that, you ruin the game. Because the orientation of the cards is very important. All right, let's go. So the way this game works is you can always see what the top card of the deck is. And I might just get my little rule book because I keep having to refer to them. And I've made a button. I couldn't get it to work on my stream deck, but I've made a button here that I can do this. So if you want me to show you a close-up of a card, I can do that, which is pretty cool. So the way it works is we've got 10 cards in our deck. They're numbered 1 to 10 up the top. Once we get through our deck, what we do is we add more cards to the deck that I've got here. And it's 2 at a time. So after we go through the deck first, we would add 11 and 12 to the deck, 13, 14, 15, 16, and so on. There are cards like this that like interrupt it and tell you like new rules. So there's some new things that come in. Another really cool thing is they've got this QR code. You can go on the website, you can type any card in and it will tell you exactly how that card works. So if you ever get stuck, it's very cool. I had to do that quite a few times in my first playthrough. All right, I'm just going to get started because the first couple of turns go pretty quick. There's a lot of shuffling in this game too. So basically we're going to go, let's go a bit closer. 1, 2, 3, 4. So what you do for your turn is you put 4 cards out. Your turn will end as soon as you upgrade a card. I say turn, but there's rounds and turns. Yes, yep. So as soon as you upgrade your turn ends, you can produce, which is free, which is just like if I produce on that, I make a wood. You can use a card effect, which is like this little tick box here. So this is really cool. I can cut this forest down, and what that will do will give me 3 wood. Put it there. No, there you go. Thought that button would work, but it did not work. So if I do that, it's 3 wood, but I've cut the forest down, so we like unupgrade it. We downgrade it. And then it's a felled forest. And what we can do is we can spend a gold to then plant the forest back and put it there. So cool. But we're not going to do that. Oh, sorry, you get that off. That's not the button. Where's the button? That one, sorry. I tried to make a hotkey, but I'm not using OBS, I'm using Meld. It's a different program. I'm giving that a go. Seems pretty cool. All right, so straight up, what can we do? We can, well, we're cheating. That's not supposed to be there because that's supposed to be like that. All right. Now, we've got a headquarters as well. Now, to upgrade that, we need to spend 3 stone and 1 wood, which is really hard because I don't think we even have any stone yet. I may be mistaken. And then same thing for the forest. To upgrade the forest, we need 2 stone. So what I will do, these cards are both the same, so it doesn't matter which one it is. So we're going to spend that. We're going to spend that gold. We're going to spend that gold. And we're going to upgrade this wild grass. So now, instead of wild grass, it is plains. And now as soon as we upgrade a card, that is the end of the turn. That's the end of the turn. So the upgraded card goes into discard. Everything else goes into discard, unless it says stay in play. Nothing's going to say stay in play, so that is going to go into discard. Now we're going to do the same thing again. We're going to go 4 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. Trying to do, what is this shit that's popping up? Ugh. Hand gestures. No, I don't want to do that. Ah! I'm throwing my mouse. Okay, now we've got these. We've seen the forest card. We got this guy here. This is a trader. Now, she's not a like the cards say they're land or they're buildings or they're people. She's actually a person. And what I can do with her is I can spend a gold and she'll give me a wood. Now to upgrade her is going to cost 3, which I can't do. I can't actually do anything this turn because she's going to cost 3. These guys are going to cost 2 gold. We can only get 2 gold, but I can't, like if I spend it, I can't upgrade it. She then turns into a building. She does actually. A lot of cards do that. So when we upgrade her, she turns into a bazaar. Then we upgrade the bazaar, it turns into a market. And then we upgrade the market, it turns into a festival. Now, if you can't do anything, there's another option, which is called advance. So when you advance, you add 2 cards to it, which is the only 2 cards I've got. So now I'm out of cards. But now we have a few more options. We got quite a lot of gold. Now this is distant mountains, so if we upgrade this, it's like we can see something cool in the distance, so we will go a bit closer. We notice that it's a rocky area. This is how we start to get stone. And then we can turn it into a quarry, and then we can turn that into a mine. Now, any card you have in the game, like what I'm doing now is technically allowed. It's not cheating. You are allowed to look at all 4 sides of any card that you have in your deck. You just can't look at any cards that are in here. And you might have noticed if we get it all the way to a mine, so that would be a shallow mine. We've got this action here, which is destroy the card. Rip the card up and discover a mine card, which is number 84. That is obviously what we want to do, because a mine card would obviously give us more minerals and stuff. So I think we should do one of these distant lands. So we're going to spend that, we're going to spend that. We spend our 2 gold, and we're going to upgrade that into a rocky area. So now we actually have a rock. And then we go then we scoop that. Our deck is empty, so we're out of cards. So we're going to draw 2 more cards, which is card 11 and 12. Now we're allowed to look at the cards now because we're adding them into our deck. It looks like there's a jungle and a river that we can upgrade with a bridge. And this guy we can upgrade with like bigger trees. All right. The art is nice. I have to say though, it is AI generated. So I was like, yeah, I don't know how I feel. Like it's the guy that made this basically said, he goes, look, I've used AI to make this game. If I didn't, the game wouldn't exist, which is fair enough. But what he's done, there's apparently a ethical AI. Like there's a thing in Photoshop that you can use, and it's closed, so it doesn't steal art from anybody else. It only uses the art that that Photoshop has paid for, or something like that. I don't know. So yeah, it is what it is. Whoop, 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 whoop. I would love to have seen a version of this game that didn't, because it's got like 400 pieces of art or something, and it was made by just one guy. So that's fair enough. But I would have loved to seen, rather than this being just in a little pack of cards, they should have made it into a full cost board game. Like, get the art, pay the artist, make it resettable, make it like replayable, charge more money for it. Like, I think people would be happy for it. It's better than the other ones, but not much, yeah. Yeah, because this is made by the same company that makes Terraforming Mars. And even that, the artwork in that is like, was that, I don't think, because that came out so long ago, it definitely wasn't AI, but it was definitely computer generated. I don't know, it seemed like stock art or something, but yeah. One, two, three, four. All right. Now we're going to have to start. Now here's. We're going to have to start upgrading these. What am I trying to say? We want trees. We want trees. Now the cool thing is when you chop down. This card isn't like 1, 2, 3, 4 levels of upgrade. It's actually it splits. Okay. So when you chop down the trees, you turn it into, what am I trying to say? So from this forest, we can upgrade it with 2 stone, and then we turn it into a sacred well, and that's the last thing. You can't upgrade any further than that. And if we chop down the trees into a felled forest, we can, because we've cleared the trees, we can actually build a lumberjack there. So because we've got 2 of these cards, I like to do one of each. So I like to chop down one and build a lumberyard, and on the other one, build that well. So what that means is I'm going to do this, which is an action. So I'm going to gain 3 wood and then turn it into that felled forest, and then that goes over there. And I'm going to use those 3 wood to upgrade the river. So on this little river in our kingdom, we're going to build a bridge. So now we have a bridge. Now what this does is, it's only going to give us 1 gold, same as like everything else, but it's actually giving us 2 victory points. So awesome. That's what we're trying to get, is victory points. So I now have 2, yay. And because I have upgraded a card, my turn is over, so all these cards go away. And we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so we got our stone. There's jungle's interesting. We actually can spend a gold to get a wood from it. Same as what the trader can do. Spend a gold to gain a wood. Nothing on this can be upgraded as yet though. So we need, what do we need? We need 2 wood and 2 gold to upgrade that. But no, so we're going to advance. So what advance means we draw 2 more cards. We can advance as much as we want. We can go through our whole deck, have it all laid out if you want. Obviously that's not the best way to do it because you want to try and go through, you want to try and upgrade as many cards as you can, obviously. Yeah. All right, now we got quite a lot of gold. We've got 3 wild grasses. So I guess we just go, we spend that one and we spend that one. Oh, we could actually do this. I'm going to do this. This makes much more sense. We spend 3 of those and we're going to upgrade this jungle and we're going to turn that into a huge tree. So again, this huge tree, it's only going to give us 1 wood, which is cool, but it's going to give us this this spend a gold to gain 2 trees. So that's cool. And these are going to get thrown out, which is going to leave me with 2 cards. So 1, 2. Now, if you don't have enough for 4, you just put down what you got and you still go with that. Clearly, this is not going to give me anything because I need more gold than that. That gives me 1. I need 2 to upgrade that. So that's going to be the end of my turn. All right. So now we're going to get this card and this card. Now, when a card has this line up the top, it basically means I get to choose. We can have, once we've made our choice, it's locked in though. So we can have her as a field worker, choose a land in play, gain its production as resources, or I can flip it over and we can get a servant. The servant just lets me gain 1 of any 3 things. Now, I'm going to try and do different because last time I chose the field worker. So this time I'm actually going to choose the servant. He's going to give me access to a bit more wood that I didn't have before, so that's good. And now this guy here is a bad guy, an enemy. So we're actually making our deck bad now. There's a card that we are trying to get rid of. Because when he comes into play, he's going to block a card that has a gold on it. So if this card and this card come in at the same time, he's going to block it. He's going to go on top of it, which means I can't use it. Now, how do we get rid of him? There's 2 ways to get rid of him. You can actually, it's a thing that we haven't seen yet is swords. You can get swords, which is like combat, fighting. If we spend a sword, we just defeat him. We can kill him and gain 2 resources. But this is where this game is awesome. You can convert him if you have a missionary. So if we get a missionary in our kingdom, we can show him the ways of good and we actually turn him into a worker. So cool. The other thing I struggle with this game is like when I shuffle cards, I usually look, but you can't look. You have to sort of look away because you just have to sort of go 3, 2, 1, stop shuffling because you're going to see the top card of your shuffle. Okay, now we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now this headquarters gets upgraded to a town hall, which is awesome. But that's very expensive. It's going to cost me 3 stone and 1 wood. Now we can get the 3 wood from that, but again, I've done that once. I don't want to do it again. We want to try and use the 2 stone to, what does that do? That finds a sacred well. Which then turns into a shrine, which sounds awesome. Yeah, we can discard a card to gain 2 gold, which does the same thing. You know what I mean? I could discard this and then I discard that to do it. It's the same as just spending the 2 gold. So I think at this point we're just going to spend the 2 gold because we don't have the, and we can see what the next card is. The next card is just more grass. Okay, so we're going to cut down, well, we're going to get some money, and we're going to upgrade this one. So now we've got 2 cards that have a rock in it, which is awesome. All right, so I'll put that over there. And because I've upgraded, this card goes away. All right, we don't want that robber to come out. He's going to... Robber? Was that what his name was? I don't know. Some sort of bad guy. We got lots of wild, lots of grass. We can upgrade this. Look, we could go 1, 2, 3 and turn this huge tree into a deep jungle. Let's do that. Like, why not? We have 3 gold in that 1 card. So now that deep jungle is going to give me 2 wood. All right. Next day is 1, 2, 3, and there's a bandit. It's not a robber, it's a bandit. Now, as soon as the bandit comes up, he is going to block a card that produces gold. I don't have anything that produces gold. So that's good. So he just sits there. Now, he's a -2. Like, if I don't kill him, I'm going to lose 2 points at the end of the game. The end of the game is very far away. All right, we got this felled forest that's doing nothing. We need to upgrade that. So I think I'm going to advance. I'm going to advance. I've only got 2 cards left. 1, 2. So what does that look like? Ooh, this is good. I think we can do this. Oh no, we can't. We're 1 off. Crap. We could do this though. So if we spend a gold, no, we can't because we need. She doesn't make a gold. Is there anything we can upgrade? I could just like replant that tree, which I don't want to do though because I want to get this thing on it. I want to get this lumberjack on it. I don't think there's anything I can do this turn. We can gain a wood. A gold. There's not enough. So this card needs 3 stone to upgrade. I can get a stone here and a stone here. Not enough. We need 3. This needs a stone, a wood, and 2 gold. I only have 3 resources to work with, so anything that needs 4 I can't do. It needs 4. So that's the end. That's a bit disappointing. I had 6 cards that I could not upgrade. Okay. Now we're going to get another 2 cards. We're going to get this one and this one. So we got another bandit in the game. And another distant mountain. We've seen this card before too. Okay. All right, we've got an ad going. Got 4 ads playing. Jesus. Okay. Welcome back. All right, and we're going to stop shuffling. 3, 2, 1, stop. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4 cards. Excellent. What do we got? Oh, we got a lot of trees. We got a lot of trees. We got our forest. That is where we need stone to upgrade that. And we got a sneak peek at our next card, which is going to be our trader. So, what does that mean? We're going to have to advance. We don't have enough. We do not have enough to make stuff. So we advanced 2 cards. Okay. Now we've got a bit of gold. Okay. Now this is where I've got to make a tough decision. If I cut down this tree again, which means I'm going to have to try and replant one because that means I've cut down 2 of them, we could get 3 wood. If we give her a gold, we'd get 4 wood, and then 4 wood would let us turn this deep jungle into a tree house. And that tree house is insane because look at what that does. I mean, it gives us 4 victory points, which is great, but it stays in play and it's 2 wood and 1 gold. I think we got to do that. So I have to make a mental note. I got to try and fix this forest in the future. So we cut down that forest, which means we turn it into a felled forest. This lady here, we're going to give her a gold. And she's going to turn that into a forest. And then we are going to spend 4 trees to upgrade that into a tree house. Now, the cool thing with this card is we've got it all the way. It can't get upgraded anymore, which is great. That's what you kind of want to do. But we did sort of throw away 3 cards there, which is not good. We're going to go 1, 2. There's our little friend, the servant. 3, 4. Okay, we got some rocks. Not enough rocks. We do have enough rocks. Look. Rocky area. Spend a gold to gain 2 rocks. So if we spend that gold, 2 rocks. This guy, 3 rocks. This card, if we have 3 rocks, we turn a bridge into a stone bridge. Now, what does that do for us? Well, it's the same. So at the moment it's a gold, but it's 2 victory points. We're now getting 4 victory points, but it's still only a gold. But if we upgrade this one more time, we're going to find some explorers. And that's crazy. So you get the explorers, you discover a new land, and then you put it back there. So you can keep doing that. I never did that in my last run through. So that's cool. So where are we leaving it? We're leaving it at a stone bridge. And you want to notice, because our deck is getting bigger, our turns are going for longer. All right, now because Bugalug here has come out, he will automatically cover, well, not automatically, we get to choose. It has to be that one, that's the only one. How many cards have I got left? I think I got 2, yeah. And we've only seen 1 robber, a bandit. So there's not much I can do. I know what I'm going to have to do. No, he's going to cover it. So I have to advance, which brings out him, and he's going to cover that one. I needed that one because I could have replanted this. And that's going to be a dud turn because these bandits have flummoxed me. Okay, we're going to get another 2 cards. We're going to get a hill and the Eastern Cliffs. Okay, cool. Let's go in there. Oh, 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 what did I do? That was that way. Yep. Oh, God, watch me doing that. Bit rates, bytes. Okay, cool. And we are ready to go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we know the bandit is the next one out, but that's okay. Now this hill, to upgrade that, we need a gold, a wood, and a stone. This one is, yep. So these guys, obviously, we can upgrade with 2. This one, we need 3, which we could do. And what would that do? That would make it a farmland. All right, all right. I think that's what we want to do. So we will spend that one and that one and that one. So we've spent 3 gold to upgrade. It costs 3 gold. Boom. They're all discarded. Because we upgrade, our turn is automatically over. But it is anyway because we've got no cards left. All right, we got a bandit, distant lands, a felled forest, and a felled forest. Oh, this is horrible. So we just need 1 gold, which we've got, but the bandit is going to cover that up. Okay. Now there's 2 options that we have here. This is where the game gets a bit tricky. I could end my turn, and that would just throw these 3 cards out, and then we draw 4 more. Or I can advance and draw 2 and keep these ones. Now the benefit of that would be if this card here had a gold, we could replant one of these forests, which we really need to do because at the moment we've got 2 dead cards. We've got 4 dead cards in the deck because these bandits, well, they're worse than dead cards because they're covering up good cards. Now I'm not allowed to look at this. I can look at this card, but I can't look at what's beneath it. But I'm going to go for it because we need to fix these forests. So I'm going to advance, and that was bad because I've advanced 2 cards and they both have rocks. I just need 1 gold. Now I can see that the next card has got a gold, so I'm going to advance again, and it's 1 and 2. Now we can do the gold. Is there anything else worth upgrading? Actually, we could probably do this now. No, we don't have enough gold. We need 2 gold. He's only going to give us 1. 1, 2. Can't upgrade that either. And we have no wood. So we're going to have to do this. This is quite a waste. So we're going to spend him for the gold. And that will upgrade this felled forest. We're going to replant it. So that's there. And because I've upgraded a card, end of turn, because it's the end of turn, all of these cards get discarded, including the bandit. But I've still got another bandit. And we start another turn, which means 4 cards. 1, 2, there's our friend again, 3, 4. Now this stays in play. So if that card had been in play before, all the other cards would have disappeared, but not him, which is cool. Now, the bandit can go on any of these cards because it just has to produce the gold. So I think I'll put it on that because that's obviously the worst of them. And now with that, I can... Okay, we're going to advance. We've only got 2 cards left. Boom, boom. We can do this. So we can spend this and this. So I'll get 2 gold, 2 wood. Oh, that's 2 gold and 2 wood. That's probably better because that's going to be harder to get. Yeah, I'm doing that. So we're going to spend this and this, which actually gives us 2 gold and 2 wood. And we're going to turn this rocky area into a quarry. So we found a quarry. So now we're going to get 2 stone from that 1 card. End of turn though, so these go away. No cards left in the deck. That's the end of the round. We're going to get 2 more cards. We're going to get this one. It's another forest. 19 and 20. And that is a swamp. And these are going to get shuffled in nicely. Oh no! All right, that was bad. So that card was there. Yeah, I haven't got the stays in play. No, so it was like that. All right, I've got to stop doing that. It's really bad. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I've got to try and upgrade this trader. I mean, she's not okay. Because I've got it. It's like 2 cards for 1 wood. That's not good. We got to get rid of her. Not get rid of her. We've got to upgrade her. But look at this. We've got this this bridge. We can discover a new card. I think I want to do that because I never did this in the last game, so I've never seen what this card is. So no, I don't. I can't do that because she's not a coin. I keep thinking she's a coin. So I am going to have to advance to get this guy out. And hopefully it's not a robber. There we go. Now, if I had 3 wood, which I have 2... Well, I do have 3 wood. So instead of doing this, I might do this. So that's a wood. That's a wood. I don't even have to chop it down. I can still just get 1 wood from that. And she can turn 1 gold into a wood, which would be this. 3 wood would let me turn this farmlands into a food barn. And that's a stay in play. That's a... Yeah, cool. Let's do that. So that's the end of my turn. So we scoop those over. We put them over there. We're going to get 4 more cards. 1, 2... We got to deal with these bandits. I have not seen a sword yet. Do not have a sword to deal with them. So he is going to cover up probably that one because they both just create a gold, but this one's going to be really hard to upgrade. Or is... Yeah, it is. All right, so that's going to go there because I can see the next card, which is my really cool treehouse. But we got another bandit. That's fine because that bandit can go there. We can spend this treehouse to upgrade the swamp because the swamp just needs a coin and a wood. And we're going to turn this swamp into an accessible swamp. Okay, so we just build a bridge on it. So the swamp and the accessible swamp both don't actually give me anything. That gives me a victory point. But once they turn into this, we're going to start getting trade goods, which is another resource which we haven't seen yet. Little barrels of rum to trade with other nations. 1, 2, 3, 4. Is this going to be the turn that we build this lumberjack? I think it is. We're actually rocked up because look, we've got a rock there that can turn into 2 rocks. 2 rock. But we need a wood. We're 1 wood short. We're 1 gold short too. So let's advance. Okay, and we've got 2 cards left. But I think that's enough. That is enough, yes. None of them stay in play. So we're going to spend this one. So we need a tree. A stone, a wood, a gold, and another gold. And that will upgrade this felled forest into a lumberjack. Excellent. I like the lumberjack because he's got 2. Okay, that goes there. I've got 2 cards left, so we still actually get to bring them out just in case it's enough to upgrade something, but it's not. This is where we get our chapel. All right. That goes there. We're going to get another 2 cards. 21, 22. Now the next card is a stop card, and I'll explain that once I get to it. Need a drink. Okay, we got 1, 2, 3, 4. We got that bandit. Okay. We got to deal with these dudes. This is clearly better, because if we can upgrade that, happy days. That's discovering new cards, which makes the deck bigger, which makes your turns go longer. It's just good. So he's going to cover up that gold. We are clearly going to advance, and because I can see a barn and I can see a servant. All right. Now this is interesting, because I could just spend this to upgrade that, and then everything goes away. But if I could somehow do it without spending this, this is going to stay in play. So all this would leave, that would stay in play, and I would draw 4 cards, which means I'd have 4 plus this card. 5 cards, and it's an awesome card because it's 2 gold. But my next card's not gold. So I might do that, and the next card's not a gold, which means I need another 2. Not worth it. Plus, we're getting rid of the bandit if we do this. What the hell is that music? Cool, I guess. All right, where are we? Okay, so what are we going to do? We're going to spend this 2 gold here. We're going to turn this stone bridge into explorers. Now, we don't actually get this yet. This is an action that we have to play, we have to do next time. So that goes into our discard pile, but it's upgraded. And all of this also goes into the discard pile. All right, let me see if I can find some better music. I can just put cool music on. Popular tracks, all right. Let's play whatever's popular. All right, what do we got? We got 4 cards. 1, 2, there's that bandit again. 3, 4. What is bandit going to do for us today? He's going to cover up one of these 2. Now this lake that I have, this is like another 4-way. So we can turn the lake into a lighthouse. That's what I did last time I played. And it was very cool because it just lets you, it stays in play. It's 5 victory points. But it lets you discard the top card of your deck. So when you have bad cards, you can use the lighthouse to like get rid of them. Very cool. But because I mentioned that I want to try and run this different to last time, I'm going to try and do the other thing, which would be I'd have to turn it into a fisherman's cabin and then upgrade that into a fishing boat, which lets me discover a shore. That is obviously going to open up a whole new world. Which is cool. So where are we? We've got it as a... Did I just cheat? Did we have it as a lake? Yeah, it's on a lake. I haven't... We just got that card. It's 22, yeah. But this guy's going to go... I guess he goes there. So, do we advance? Or do we just clear it and get another 4? I know that I have a card on the top that needs 2 stone to upgrade, and I have 1 stone there. So let's go for it. And it did not pay off. Oh, but look at this. A stone, a gold, and a wood upgrades this hill into a chapel. What does a chapel do? We've turned into a chapel. We can spend 3 gold to discover a missionary. That's who we need to convert these bandits. We need missionaries. Now, last time I played, I think I killed one of the bandits and I missionaried the other one. If I could missionary both, that would be good. Killing them is still good because they give you 2 resources of anything you want. All right. I forgot to log this play. What have we got? We got games. We got Kingdom. And we are streaming it tonight. Cool. All right, what do we got, team? We got an accessible swamp, which still doesn't give me anything except for 1 point. We got wild grass. We got a normal swamp that we need to make accessible, and we got a quarry. We're advancing. Simple as that. Because none of that is any good. All right, we advanced that. This quarry, we can find a mine. That's going to start to give us cool stuff like whatever that is. Bars of steel, iron. So what are we producing? 2 rocks, 2 coins, 1 wood. The swamp we can upgrade. Oh, the accessible we can upgrade. We need 1 wood and 2. Yeah, let's do that. 1, 2, 3. So those get spent. This accessible swamp is now a swamp garden. And what does that give me? That's going to give me a gold, but 3 victory points. But if we can upgrade this, we can find some exotic fruit, and that's a trade good. Trade goods are good. That's literally half the word of them. Now I have more than 2 cards, so I think I've got 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. What can we do with this? Nothing, because those 2 are our best cards and we got them right at the end. That sucks. We can spend a gold to gain wood, but we don't want wood. We want gold. There's nothing I can do with these cards. No. None of these can upgrade. So I'm going to make a crap ton of wood here, but it's not going to help me at all. That is the end of the turn. And this is the turning point of the game. So what I mean by that is we get this card here. It says, stop. Now that you've got the hang of the game, you may reset to start again if you like to give it your best shot. If you continue, you're going to discover 4 cards, 24 to 27. Look at them now and then decide if you want to restart or continue. After this card comes the legacy part of the game, where some cards will permanently change in the course of the game. You will not be able to reset the game once you continue down the road. So it gives you an option at this point to reset if you want to, and then try again. Rules clarifications on the back of the card. So what it's going to give us is card 24. Okay, we'll get rid of that. We get card 24, 25, 26, and 27. These look very cool, don't they? So now what this one does is, this is our first sticker upgrade card. The land seems to grow anything you put in the ground. Add 1 sticker, which is a gold, as production to any land. And efficiency, you are getting the hang of this. Choose 1 building and boost its production, which is add a resource sticker to it to make it produce 1 more of a resource it already produces. Resource stickers are numbered 1 to 6 on the sticker sheet. Reminder, parchment cards like this one are destroyed after use. And on the back is just a nice little Kingdom Legacy. And then what we get is 3 permanent cards. Permanent cards don't go in your deck at all. They just go up here, basically. They will go up here. 1 is an army, so I'm trying to recruit an army. At any time, well, not at any time, it's got this icon here, which is like the little time thing. So what that means is I can do it at any time, but it ends my turn. So as soon as I do it, I clear the board and draw another 4 cards. But what it does is lets me spend swords to improve my army, and I go from left to right. So the first time I use it will cost me 1 sword, the next will be 2, the next will be 3. So it keeps getting more and more expensive the more you do it. But whichever one at the end of the game I get up to, that's how many victory points I get. Now I think I only got like 10 last time. I didn't get very far on this. But if we get, let's say 135? No, that's card 135. So if we get it all the way to 10, we take card 135, which says vassal state, and then we flip this over, and we're still making more army. We get 50 points, and then we keep getting even more. Oh, I won't settle for a country, give me a continent. So that's very cool. That's our army card. Now treasury is the same thing, but it's with money. So at the end of a turn, like, well, if we have the cards out, we can just spend money, but we need to get it up to like 11 or 12 in a turn to get here. Once we flip this over, same thing, extended treasury, but we don't get an extra card like the armory does. Army. Export is slightly different because export doesn't end your turn. So every time you just ship off the goods to somewhere else, to one of our neighbors that likes our stuff. And then this one, every time we tick one of these, we're not going to get victory points for it, but we're going to get stickers. We get sticker upgrades. 10, 20, 30, 40, 55, 75. And then when we hit 100, we flip this card over, which I did not get to. I think I got up to about 55 last time, which was still good. And that's going to give you 25 victory points, and then we do keep getting more stickers. Wow, if we get up to 250, we do discover a card called Trade Relations. Oh my god. And now, so one of the cards, one of the lands, which are the ones that I've upgraded to the top? Was that, and no. That's the way I play, is that these cards here that you've got, they're both buildings, so I can't do it to one of, one of them has to be a land. Yeah, so one building, I get to add an extra production to it, whatever I want to be. And one land, it gets to make an extra gold. So we would choose a land that we haven't, that we're not going to try and upgrade. It's kind of hard because we didn't upgrade any of them fully. That's if we keep going. The treehouse is the other one, yeah. So I really needed, maybe I should have kept that as a deep jungle. I don't know. I don't know. But that's Kingdom Legacy. I might just pause it there. And then decide if I want to keep going or not, or restart. I'm in a pretty good spot. I think I've upgraded 2 of my cards to maximum. We got a chapel going. We still got this bloody trader, which is not good, but you know, whatever. And yeah, so that's the cool thing. The point I'm up to now is where you can reset it and try again. I don't know if I will do that. I think I might keep going because I'm in a pretty good spot. But yeah. Is that 28? Yeah. Okay. I'll put these cards back. 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. Alright, I am streaming to myself right now, so I might just take a bit of a break. I'll choose whether to reset it or not, but I might try and stream this again tomorrow and see if I can get any Americans, get some more views, try and boost them numbers, because at the moment I'm just talking to myself, which is fine, but I'm starting to lose my voice. All right,